We're going to talk about the 1971 PJ Colt, which was number 15 Samsonite car, driven by Joe Leonard. The car was a sister car, if you will, to the number 1 Johnny Lightning car that Al Unser was driving and won the Indy 500 with. The only difference was essentially the colors. Was painted a real bright yellow and had the suitcase numbers on the side. It was a very attractive looking car.
Of course, you can learn a lot about your engine on a dynamometer, but there's only one place to test the whole package. That's on the racetrack at high speed.
The car was very competitive, and Joe was a very, very good driver, and he was very, very consistent.
Joe Leonard held the pole position in 1968, and in the race that followed came within a few laps of winner's circle. His car, like Al Unser's, is owned by Parnelli Jones and Bell Militich. His speed of 172.761 is faster than the record set in 1968, and the third row looks pretty good.
Joe was more than competitive. He was all Al could handle.
Again, we return to the Indianapolis 500, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Indiana on this May 29th. The leader, Al Unser, in car number 1. Joe Leonard is second. Lloyd Ruby is third, and Bobby Unser is fourth. Joe Leonard into the pits, the second place car. He has a luggage sponsor. Kind of looks like a Le Mans suitcase in front of his car. It's a piece of equipment you have to have in the 24 hours of Le Mans. Here's the timing on Joe Leonard's pit stop, the second place car behind his teammate Al Unser.
Joe led for several laps. It was a seesaw battle for a little while.
From the 67th lap till the 118th lap, a duel between teammates makes history. The lead passes from Al Unser to Joe Leonard and back again.
Joe was very good, actually. Joe should have won Indianapolis. He was leading the race.
The green flag comes out as Joe Leonard pits. He leaves behind a cloud of smoke and coasts slowly around the track.
As fate would have it, the turbocharger failed on Joe's car. Consequently, he dropped out of the 1971 Indy 500 when he had a very good chance to win it.
Joe Leonard into the pits again. Joe Leonard, this could be a problem this time. Let's see.
He seems to be telling them something, Jim. There's a bit of communication going on. The mechanics, George McNulty, doesn't quite know what to do. They're looking at the turbocharger. A lot of smoke coming out of it, puffing of smoke. I think this looks a bad sign, Jim. George McNulty doesn't seem to have a great deal of urgency on there.
Well, there he had a chance to win Indianapolis. He was right out in front.
His turbocharger failed, and now the hope of the Johnny Lightning Samsonite team rests with Al Unser, who leads with his brother Bobby in close pursuit.
Joe Leonard is just out of the 500. What was the trouble, Joe?
Well, actually, Chris, we re-improvised, but it was the same thing that happened at Trenton. The turbo wheel, I guess, just won't take the abuse, so we're going to have to do something about that.
Do you think you could have won?
Well, obviously, I think I could have won. That's why I was here, and I guess the Lord just didn't pick me to win this year.
Al finally basically took over and essentially won the race.
Here we come, though, to the checkered flag for Al Unser.
Joe won the USAC Championship that year with that car. He won Ontario 500 with that car. Consequently, he got enough points to win the championship. All in all, the number 15 Samsonite car for our team was a very, very good car.